Hey friends, GATORMOM here. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having an awesome day. Today I'm sharing a product with you that I didn't think I was going to love quite as much as I do. It's a 31 product and it's their hanging traveler case. Alright, so this product is definitely not one that I thought I was going to do any type of video on. I thought maybe I would share it over on Instagram or in like a 31 fall haul video of some sort, which I still need to share. But I opened it up and I started using it, and I've used it like 100 different ways. I swear, it's so versatile, and it's one of those kind of pieces that you wouldn't necessarily think to order unless like somebody has shown it to you or shared it with you. But I love it, and I thought it was definitely worth a video. But this is the case here, and it comes in so many different prints. Like, there's tons. You definitely need to check out the website. I'll leave it below. There's a really cool like black and white kind of buffalo check plaid one. There's solids, and then of course, just like most all 31 products, you can have it embroidered on the front. So you can do like a cool icon, you could do initials, you could do names. So there's definitely ways that you can kind of jazz it up, make it your own, or you can leave it just plain like I have it here. So it's the hanging traveler case, like I mentioned earlier, and I bought it with a bunch of things in this particular print because I loved it. I just thought it was really fun. I like the orange and the pinks. So I bought this, I bought the glamour case, a weekender bag. I think I have a couple of other things that came in this print, but I just bought it all as a set thinking that I would use it this fall for traveling. And I've actually used this piece the most out of anything that I've bought so far from 31 like recently. But this case here, I'll just show you briefly, and then I want to kind of share 5 ways that I've been using it and ways that you can use it, because you guys know I love my like 5+ ways or 10+ ways that you can use something. But basically the accessory or bag in a nutshell is this. It has one handle here at the top, and it's really easy to just kind of grab and go. It's a nice size bag for kids to carry. A couple of the ways I have packed up obviously involve ways that kids can use this bag. It's really thin. It's not like a big bulky bag. There's nothing on the back of it. You don't have any pockets or anything like that. Nothing on the side. There's no rings. There's not really a way to carry this crossbody or over your shoulder. It's not really intended to be that type of a bag, but there is, like I said, an awesome kind of grab handle here at the top. I'm gonna go ahead and open it and just kind of talk through it briefly with you before I get into all the different ways that you can use it. It unzips all the way around, starts here at the top and then kind of unzips all the way around the bag. And then when you open it up, this here is what it looks like. You have a little handle up here that comes out of the inside of the bag, and you can unclip it and attach it to whatever it is that you want to attach it to. So if you're using it for its intended use, like a traveler case, you could unhook it and put it over like the door of wherever you're going, or like I have it right now. One of the first ways I'm going to show you is an on-the-go activity bag for the kids. You guys know I love my activity bags, but this works really well on the headrest of a car. So you could actually put this on the back side of the car, and it's like a built-in activity hub for your kids. So I have this one all packed up like exclusively for my 5-year-old, but I'm gonna get in and show you everything I have packed up in a minute. You have this clear case right here at the top. It's like a zipper pocket here. You also, when you fold the bag down, you have another zipper pocket here at the top, which is really cool because you can fit so much stuff in this like clear part here. But you have a zipper pocket here. Then on the inside of the bag, you have 2 like mesh pockets in the back, which you can use to organize things, or you can simply just push them back in the bag and have one big open cavity. So I think this bag here is just awesome, and I found so many different ways that I could use it, and I thought I would share it with you all. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the camera down and then get right into a bunch of different ways that you could use this cute little case. So like I said, this first way that I'm gonna share with you how to use this particular case is as an activity bag for the kids. So I have it packed up only for my 5-year-old. So this is packed up in a way that would sit directly in front of him in our car whenever we were going on a like road trip or traveling or anything of sorts. He can also zip this up, carry it by the handle, and go inside, say, activities that I have for the older kids, like music or like basketball or a show or whatever. So it's really versatile in that way, that you can have it kind of hanging up in the car, and then of course you can just zip it up, and it's really small and compact, and it can carry it by the handle. So it's travels very, very well. I'm gonna go ahead and open it up. I already have it unzipped because I want all these ways to kind of go quickly if I can. But basically, you can open it up and it stands up on its own like this if you have something packed in this back sleeve of the case. Inside here, I'll go ahead and just unpack the main part and then show you what I have back here in the sleeve. You have one zipper pocket here in the front that is completely see-through on both sides. So it's really cool to put tons and tons of different things in here that you want to be able to go through really easily. For him, I just have a bunch of stickers up here. I think it was a great little slim spot to pack a ton of different stickers and activity books and things like that. So I have a bunch of different activity packs. This one here, for example, is like a $1 spot. I think I got this at Michael's or possibly Target, just to give you an idea of the size of that pocket. It's just stickers. Then I also have 2 books in here. These are, goodness, I can't remember, Usborne books, or Usborne or Osborne, or however you say that. They're activity books that I got for him at the beginning of last year, I believe, and they are just dry erase books that he can practice his letters and numbers. There came 4 in actually a pack. I have 2 of them inside here, and then I also have just tucked over here on the side the dry erase marker that came with the book so that he can doodle on those pages. Then that's everything I have inside this plastic little sleeve here. On the inside of the bag, I just have a bunch of small toys for him. So he's 5.5, so almost 6, I guess. And he's really into cars still. This seems to be something that he kind of grows out of and goes back into, but I feel like he can play with these no matter where he's at. So I have a couple of cars in here, and then of course, all the men. We love Paw Patrol, we love PJ Masks, we love old G.I. Joes of my husband. I mean, you name it. If it's just small and compact like that, he can play with it for hours. So inside here, I have a ton, and I feel like I could have really fit more in here. Oh, as I drop them all over the floor. But there's just a lot of room for any of these small type toys that you could put for any of your littles, really. It's like a bottomless little cavity of fun. So it's perfect sitting like on the car because they can play with them and then like throw them back in the slot like right in front of them, and hopefully they stay a little bit more off the floor of the car. So that's what the inside looks like if there's nothing in there. Like I said before, you have 2 mesh pockets here. In this one, I just put a little card game that he's been enjoying. This is like a Mickey Mouse Disney hide and seek cards. There's different cards in here, and there's an object like on the back of the card, and he has to find it in here. They're actually really, really hard, but we've had fun kind of doing it. But it's a great little spot back there for any type of card game or small box like that. In this one over here, I actually have folded up one of the little Snackers by 31. I've shared these before. They're just small little thermal pouches. They're kind of hard to come by. I feel like they sell out right away whenever a new season catalog comes out, but they seem to always have new ones, so just kind of keep your eye out for them. But this one, like I said, is a thermal pouch. It was a mermaid print from this summer. And inside here, I just have a bunch of crayons for him. I love packing crayons in anything that's thermal just because here in Florida, it tends to get really like hot, obviously, wherever we go. So it helps the crayons to stay from getting melted if I put them inside a case like this. So this here is just a bunch of jumbo and regular size crayons for him to doodle with. Then that's everything inside this kind of main part of the bag. I'm gonna flip the bag over here and show you what I have up here at the top. So obviously this would hang on the headrest of wherever you're going, like your car or inside a hotel room on a doorknob or chair or whatever. But it's another clear zipper pouch, and I have his iPad mini in here, which is perfect for watching movies in the car or whatever you have stored on here. I believe, don't hold me to this, but I think a regular size iPad would fit in this pocket. There is a little bit more room, as you can see over here on the side. So I do think, I'm 99% sure a regular size iPad would fit in here, but again, I'm not 100% because I haven't tried it out myself. And then just behind here, I have 2 play packs that I put in here for him to kind of color with. And then I also have just a regular Target dollar spot notebook behind there for him to just simply draw and doodle and whatever he wants to do on there. So it's a perfect spot for all of that kind of like flat stuff right behind that iPad. There's actually a lot more room in here than you would think there is. So it works out really well. So that's the first way that I have it packed up. The next way I have it packed up is for everyday planner supplies. I bet you guys didn't see this one coming, but I actually have used this a couple of times this way and I really enjoy it. One of the new ones of these that I just ordered, I'm gonna specifically use solely for planning and note-taking and all that kind of stuff for myself. But inside here, I have all of my planner goodies, my 2 current planners that I'm using right now. I'm kind of transitioning between the 2. As you guys know, I am a die-hard like simplified planner girl all the way, but I have recently fallen in love with this particular planner that I haven't shared here on this channel yet, but I will link below for those of you that want to see it. It's by Horatio Printing and it's just such a pretty planner. But anyways, I have both of them in here because I'm kind of back and forth between the 2 and I do carry the simplified with me all the time. Now, I am not big into like decorating my planner anymore. I used to be and I've gone back and forth with it over the years. So the extent of my planner supplies is really just a bunch of stickers. I find it easiest for me for planning, and then of course like colored pens and all that kind of stuff. So definitely if you are like big huge planner person, this is going to be more of like an on-the-go setup for you. But anyways, basically like I said, inside I have my 2 planners. This one is a larger planner, probably comparable to a daily simplified planner or even like an Erin Condren size planner. So that I have inside here. Then I also have right next to it my weekly simplified planner that I have been using for years and years and years. I take this one with me on the go everywhere. So that one is just a tad bit smaller and that's inside the middle part. I don't have anything else inside this big section of the bag. In the front here, I don't know if I want to go through pulling everything out, but basically what I have stored in here are just some note cards like for thank you notes. I find that if I keep them either in my planner or in the pouch that I'm using for my planner, I'm more likely to use them throughout like the week and whatnot. There's so many times that I go to grab for one of these and then I don't have them. So I find that I just kind of keep them with my planner stuff that I'm good to go. So I have some stickers for those particular cards. Then the only thing else that I have down inside this front clear pouch is going to be pens and paper clips and a couple of the stretchy bands, all that kind of loose stuff, just because it's easily found right here in the front and I don't have to sort through like a color pen or something like that I want. Back here in these elastic pockets are perfect for washi tape, scissors, that kind of thing if you're a little bit more elaborate planner person. I just have sticker books, like I said, because that's typically what I use to plan with. I have a bunch of variety packs. Some are just regular planning type stickers, some are more like mom life stickers. I also have a couple of these magnetic page clips that I really like to use from time to time. It's just a couple of my favorite sticker books. And then over here, I threw in here because I don't grab for it often, but I do use it sometimes. It's basically just a little plastic accordion full of holiday type stickers or special event type stickers. I have a couple of them personalized with my kids' names on them, things like that. Again, I'm not in this too often because I'm more of like a practical planner than like a decor type planner, if that makes any sense, but I like to have them and I do like to use them from time to time. So that's what I have back here in these elastic pockets. Again, you can even use those for pens if you have them in a particular pouch or if you have 2 different kinds that you like. The possibilities are really endless as far as using this for planners. And then of course up here in this part, I just have a couple of sticker sheets that I didn't want to get wrinkled in those mesh pockets. I have a couple of the individual simplified planner sticker sheets. I love these dot ones. They're probably the ones that I use the most out of all of my planner stickers. And then just a couple of other ones. Then I also have behind the stickers 2 simplified planner notebooks. I use both of these. One's kind of for everyday to-do lists and the other one is more for GatorMom type ideas and posts I want to do and things like that. So one's kind of for business and one's kind of for pleasure, if you will. So that's what's inside this particular pocket up here in the top. You can fit so much more in here, but I wanted to give you guys an idea of how I use this for planning supplies. I have it packed up here as an actual toiletry bag, which is what it is intended to be used for. But of course, as you can see, I've repurposed it and used it in so many other ways. But I have traveled with this the past 2 or 3 trips that we've gone on, and it holds all of the toiletries that I need plus all of my makeup. Now I will say that I don't typically wear a lot of makeup on a daily basis, so I'm able to fit all my makeup in one little area of this case, which I'll show you here in just a second when I open it up. But if you are one that travels with a lot of makeup and wears more makeup than I do, you might want to carry an additional makeup pouch, just because it might not all fit in here. But I'm able to fit everything I need in here plus toiletries. The only thing that's not in here that I would typically keep in here is like a travel shampoo and conditioner, but I actually ran out of mine on this past trip and haven't bought any more. But you'll see there's actually plenty of room still in here left over for you to add additional things. Besides what's in here, I also carry obviously my straightener and hair dryer, but really besides that, everything that I need to get ready is inside this bag. So I already unzipped it. I'm gonna open it up here and show you how I have it organized. This little section up here, the clear part, holds all of my makeup. So this is literally all of the makeup that I have. I'll kind of pull everything out really quickly for you in just a second, but I'm gonna go ahead and sit it up, and hopefully you can still get an idea and see everything. It's just easier as I pull everything up to have it sitting here. But basically here in this clear part, I just have a couple of little things really. I have things like Q-tips and cotton pads. I have my toothbrush, a little travel bar of soap, a hair tie, and hair bands in there. So I won't bore you and pull all that out, but that's everything that's in here. It's like little things that I might need. Then in the big part of the bag, I have full-size beauty products. Obviously, if you're flying, you're not gonna have all of this in here. You're gonna have smaller things, but I have a full-size leave-in conditioner spray that I love. It's actually almost gone, but this has been my favorite lately. It's by Milkshake. So yeah, I really like it. So I have that in there. I also have a dry shampoo in here. This is a full bottle. I have my deodorant. I have a full thing of eye makeup remover. I typically have a smaller one of these, but I ran out of it, so I have my big one in there right now. And then I also have a full body splash in here. This is by The Body Shop, and it's called Satsuma. It's like an orangey citrus one. I've been wearing this for as long as I can remember, and I love it. So that's in there. That is a glass bottle, so you gotta be careful. This down here is also glass. It is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel. I haven't been using this for that long, but I am obsessed with it. I put it on like twice a day. It's just like a really cooling face moisturizer, and I love it. It's a nice big kind of case, if you will, and it fits obviously down in there perfect. So as you could see, I could fit a heck of a lot more down in that big cavity than what I had in there. I also have my hairbrush in here. This is just one of those wet hairbrushes, and then a hair clip for blow drying my hair. Over here in this mesh pocket, I have a bunch of face wipes. I have 2 different packs because both of them are about halfway gone. So I have my Cucumber Yes wipes, which are typically my go-tos. And then I also have some Pacifica pineapple ones. I really like these, and the rose water ones. So that's everything in the main bulk of the bag, again, with the exception of just those things that I named off to you guys without pulling them all out. In this part of the bag here, like I said, I have all of my makeup. So everything that I would typically use. I'm not gonna pull like everything out, but I do wanna give you an idea of what's in here. I just have my CC cream here. I have another concealer. I have a full eyelash curler down in there, and it doesn't make it bulky or anything like that. I also have a ton of mascaras, eyeliners, and brushes. This is really like what I use on a daily basis. Not even all of this, but it's just kind of a variety of things that I would typically use down in there. I actually keep these on the counter in my bathroom, just in a little cup, and it's what I use every day. It's kind of simple. I also have a chapstick and a travel perfume, and then I have a eyeshadow that I like. I go between this one and a Naked palette. This is just a Too Faced palette here with a bunch of different colors that I like. And then I have another kind of base eyeshadow I sometimes use, and a Bare Minerals bronzer. So that is everything I had in there, and you could have probably put more in there without it bulking up or anything like that. When I traveled, I put this over the back of the bathroom door, and I just kept everything in here the whole time, and it made unpacking and packing super easy. So that's how I keep it for like a toiletry travel bag. The next way I have it packed up is as a medicine bag for the kiddos. So this is a great option if you're going on a road trip and need to just keep all of your medicine and all of your kind of medical type things all in one. Obviously, again, if you're traveling on an airplane, you're probably not going to be able to pack some of the things that I packed in here. But like I said, it's really awesome for like road trips or traveling to grandma and grandpa's, or just a really cool way to keep keep all of your medicine all in the same spot. Also, again, great for storage if you have like a small kind of utility closet or something that you share with the whole family. This would be a great way to keep all the kids' stuff separate. So inside here, there's a ton of extra room. I did not fill every single pocket in here this time, but it gives you a really good idea of what you can put in here. So over here in this zipper pocket, I just have Band-Aids and a couple of these Halls sore throat lollipops. They're really good when the kids just kind of have like a scratchy throat, but again, you don't want to give like a kid a cough drop. So they're made by Halls and they're like kid-friendly lollipop. And then, like I said, of course, tons and tons of Band-Aids. This pocket would also be really good to put like Neosporin and gauze and all of that. If you're going on a road trip, it might be something that you want to keep in there. I usually keep like a small med kit in whatever bag or diaper bag that I'm carrying at the time. So all of that would typically be in there. But again, you could definitely fill this particular clear area a lot more than what I have in there now. So inside the main part of the bag, I actually don't have anything back here in the mesh pockets because I just packed everything down into the cavity of this bag. And then I do have some items here in this front clear zipper area, which I'll actually get into last this time after I unpack the bag. So my youngest is prone to seasonal allergies and he does get asthmatic whenever he gets a cold. So this is something that we always have with us, especially this time of year and getting into the early parts of the year. You just never know when he's gonna need like a inhaler, when he's gonna have an attack, or you guys that have kids that are asthmatic know what I mean. So I always have this with us. He's slowly been kind of outgrowing it, but I still carry it with me, definitely whenever we travel. And then his inhalers are in here, which I'll get to in just a second. Also in this main area, I just keep a huge thing of vitamins. These are the ones that all three of my kids use. So we take these little critter vitamins, or sometimes I'll just do like the Target brand or Costco brand or whatever. And then I also give them an immunity vitamin, which I have run out of. I gave him the last ones just last night. I think there's like 2 or 3 maybe left, but it's in a like smaller container. I can't think of the brand right now, but it has basically things like elderberry and things like that in there. It's just an immunity booster for this time of year. So I have their big thing of vitamins down in there. Then I have a big, huge thing of boogie wipes. Again, you probably like don't need to necessarily carry this. You could just carry tissues. Whenever my kids have a runny nose of any kind, I usually use the boogie wipes. It just feels better whenever their nose gets clogged. So have that down in there, or of course it would be in whatever bag I have. And then I also have just some Motrin, and then of course I have plenty of room if I want to also throw in Tylenol. And then I have some Zyrtec. We go back and forth between this and Claritin during seasonal allergies. So again, both my boys, are allergic to outdoor allergies, and my oldest is allergic to dogs and cats. So I should probably also put Benadryl in here whenever we actually travel with this. But sidebar, in this little clear area here in the front, I think it's an awesome pocket for small things that you want to keep separate from like your bigger bottles. I have our ear thermometer in here. This thing is awesome. I love this. It's been the only thermometer that I've actually ever loved over the years. And then I have the little ear pieces that go with it when you're using it. Then I have both of my son's inhalers in here for his chamber that I just pulled out. This is just the steroid one, and then the one that he uses in the event of an attack. So I have both of those in there. And then I also have some Claritin Ready tabs. My oldest takes these as opposed to the liquid. So I just have a pack of those in there. And then I have our little syringe for Motrin or Tylenol or whatever, medication that I'm giving them. So this is a great little pocket for all of that little stuff in there. So I think this is, like I said, a really, really good option for traveling when you want to keep all of the important stuff for the kids in one spot. The final way that I wanted to share with you all on how you can pack up this hanging traveler case is probably my favorite way. I actually ordered one of these specifically for my daughter for this purpose. She used this last Friday night during church and absolutely loved it as her Bible bag. So she has like her Bible in here and all her stuff for her Bible club, if you will, that she goes to. And I think it's absolutely perfect for that, especially because it has this awesome little grab handle that she can just grab it and go off to church with it. I also think it's really good for my own personal Bible study that I'm in. I'll show you my Bible and everything packed up in there in just a second. But basically, I ordered her one and I had her initials just put on the front so that she can use it for this purpose, or if she wants to go ahead and convert it into an art kit or something else, or even a toiletry bag for herself later on, she has that option. So I have that coming. It's on its way, but this is how I have it packed up for her for now. It works so well, and when she carried it, she thought it was perfect. She actually had a 31 large zipper pouch that she was using, but she wasn't able to keep a water bottle in there, and then it didn't have a handle, so it was just kind of like a little pouch that she was carrying, and it worked, but she thought this was much better. So basically on the top here, I just have a regular water bottle sitting there on top. When you have big books in here, like a full-size Bible, you could almost fit it over here on the side, but it just doesn't fit, but it lays right there perfectly on top. If you have smaller books in here, you could easily height-wise fit a water bottle in here, but like I said, when you have books, you can't really, but she just set it there right on top. Then she has in here her big Bible. This is like a full-size like regular kind of Bible size. Obviously Bibles come in all shapes and colors and all of that. But this is like a big one that she carries with her to and from church. So she has that in there. She also has her workbook that she does all of her lessons in. And this is a pretty, I mean, substantial size, and they both fit in there just fine. Then back here in these mesh pockets, I just have a couple of little snacks for her. This is a good like little pocket for little treats or whatever. She goes for a couple of hours, so I mean sometimes they have like a little snack break, or she'll grab this on the way home or whatever. I thought it was a good little pocket to keep those in, or gum she sometimes like throws down in there, or like lifesavers, things like that. So it's a good little pocket for that. Then in this clear case here in the front, she just has a small little package of markers. These are actually scented markers, so she uses them as highlighters, like the lighter ones. And then of course she also has a bunch of pencils down here at the bottom. Sometimes like she'll throw pens or whatever in there, but it's a good spot for all of the writing utensils. And then up here, it's a really good pocket for any papers or flyers that may come home with her. She just, like, that's a notebook page from last week of something that she needed. And then just a writing notebook. So for her to take notes if she wants, or if she wants to draw or whatever, she has that in there also. So that is how I have it packed up for her. It's pretty similar to how she took it last Friday. I think it would be really good for my own personal Bible study as well. I basically have the same size Bible as she has. So as you can see, it fits down in there just fine, even with tabs there at the top. And then I'm actually currently going through the Max Lucado study on Anxious for Nothing. It's really good. And this is a full-size book, and it fits down in there perfectly with the Bible. So as you can see, like, I think it's getting caught on the mesh. Oh yeah, it's caught on the mesh pocket. So as you can see, there's like no trouble getting that in there. And then I could pack it similar. I have my little devotional workbook here, or study guide, if you will, that easily can go inside this front pocket here. So lots of different ways that you can use this. As you can see, I did want to show you guys, I don't know if it'll be blurry or not, but definitely check out the website because it's so much easier than me trying to show you on here. But there's tons of different patterns that you can get in it, and it's only 35 bucks. So it's really reasonable for such an awesome organizer that you can use a ton of different ways. So I hope you found this video helpful, kind of different, and something that you guys can use for all your different ways. I wish I would have had diapers and wipes and all of that, because how awesome of a diaper caddy would this be? Like, amazing. But also Pinterest, I have a ton of pins pinned on different ways you can use this also, if this video wasn't enough. So as always, I appreciate you guys watching. If you have any comments, questions, feel free to leave them below, and the link for this bag will be in the description box. So I will talk to you guys on my next video.